Spencer, I am going to Bogart this just so I can talk mad shit about Stranger Things instead of actually talking about the most anticipated movies.
I'm absolutely on board for that. We can get to our most anticipated. We can get to the positivity and the hope after misery.
First things first, we're going to talk shit, bro.
Yeah. Okay. So exactly what he said. We're going to talk some shit on Stranger Things because neither of us liked that show ultimately. And then for fun, we're going to do some most anticipated movies of 2026 as another year has passed. And
we'll start with the anticipated movies, though.
We'll start. Yeah. We'll start with that. So I gotta interesting year 2025 movie-wise. I think quite a variety of good things came out. Quite a variety of interesting things came out. I wouldn't say 2025 was like this big banner, what was the year Parasite came out? Like that was a year where it was like, holy shit, everything is so good right now.
2019.
Yeah, 2019. We had a few of those. We get one of those every 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
This wasn't one of those years, but man, were the highs high for 2025. But that's a different episode. That's our like best of the year episode. This episode is about 2026 and our hope that it will be a banner year.
Yeah.
And by all accounts, it very well could be. We have some really cool directors making some really cool seeming projects.
There's some bangers. There's some bangers coming out, man. I'm excited.
Lot of shit I'm very excited about. So I guess we'll just jump in. We're going to structure this a little weird. I did like a kind of a top 10 and Shane had too many to do a top 10. So we're going to go through my top 10 and kind of filter out some of the ones Shane also has. And then we'll talk about like honorable mentions for me. And then we'll go through the remaining that Shane is also anticipated for. Yeah. All right. So number 10 for me. And I don't know if you have seen any of these movies, but it's Bone Temple, the 28 years later sequel directed by Nina DaCosta.
I have not seen any of them, and that's why this is not on my list. Just because it looks fucking weird and cool.
Yeah. And that is the correct way to describe these movies. I don't know that you would love 28 Days Later. However, I think you would really like 28 Years Later. That movie is doing some bonkers stuff with a camera while still looking really cool. It is like surreal and bizarre and oddly spiritual. That was a pretty controversial movie when it came out. I know a lot of people who loved it, and I know a lot of people who kind of despised it. However, I was in the love it camp. I thought 28 Years Later was great. And I think I think Bone Temple is going to be a fantastic movie. And I've heard nothing but good things from early screenings and stuff. So
yeah, I did not hear much about the controversy around 28 Years Later. I heard mostly good things. I heard almost exclusively good things.
The controversy, it's not controversial, that's maybe the wrong. It is a divisive movie, I should say. Because I think the majority of people did like it, but there is a loud, semi-decent sized group of people who are like, this is bizarre for the sake of being bizarre, and you can't tell anything that's happening, and the camera work is terrible. And it's like, no, the camera work just calls a lot of attention to itself in a way that I actually think is kind of interesting for what the movie's doing.
Interesting.
Especially some of these, there's this, they do these sequences that are like bathed in red light and people's eyes have this interesting look, and every time it cuts to one, it's horrifying and beautiful, and I'm obsessed with it.
Fascinating.
I really loved that one, and I think Bone Temple, and I like that this is the first of the like, because 28 Weeks Later is not officially canon. That's like the Americans' take on it a little bit. Yeah, Danny Boyle may have produced it, but he was not super heavily involved. So 28 Years Later disregards that movie entirely, basically.
Interesting. Okay.
So this is the first one of the actual, like, quote-unquote trilogy not directed by Danny Boyle, and I think that's really interesting. I think Nina DaCosta is a fascinating choice for it, and the movie looks like it's going to be totally her style, and I'm super into that, and I can't wait.
What else has Nina DaCosta made?
She directed Candyman, the Jordan Peele produced one, which very much has its fans.
Yeah.
And then she directed The Marvels, the recent, which, by the way, is not as bad as everyone says it is. It's just not particularly great. And then she directed this movie that I have not seen that came out last year called Hedda, which I've heard is pretty good. And then she directed this movie called Little Woods. She apparently works with Tessa Thompson a lot, which is cool.
Queen, we love.
We love that. So yeah, she's she hasn't made a ton of movies, but I just think it's an interesting choice to have somebody who's never really directed a horror movie come in and do the most horror movie.
Yeah.
And I'm excited about that. I think it's going to be a good movie.
Hell.
Okay.
Yes. What's
My
number
number
9?
nine. My number 9. Werewolf by Robert Eggers.
Ooh, I'm surprised it says low on your list.
The reason it is there's a bunch of stuff that's very me coded. Whether or not like I think they'll be as good as Werewolf, I don't know. But a bunch of stuff later is very like, oh my god, this is like made for me.
Look, I know several of those that are going to be up there. I'm still surprised that Werewolf is this low because I'm very excited for Werewolf.
It was higher, and then I realized 1 or 2 movies were coming out this year that I hadn't realized were this year. So I'm very excited about that. But what else is it? Robert Eggers is like the best guy at what he's doing.
Yes,
maybe ever. Like he's just incredible at this.
Nobody is doing what he's doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
hyper period accurate.
Yeah. He's got such a specific voice, such a specific style.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like hyper period accurate. You know, like I'm sure we could quibble about costuming and things like that. But like the tone, the language, the like all of that stuff is so fascinatingly curated. And I am so excited. I love Aaron Taylor Johnson. I think he is the most handsome man on the planet.
Yeah.
So I'm very excited to watch him turn into a werewolf, be a big, sexy, the Omegaverse fan inside of. I'm kidding. I'm not an Omegaverse fan. the Omegaverse fan inside me's getting real horny about it.
Yeah. Well, and I think he hasn't missed, and I think you and I are both big fans. I believe you're a big fan of this. We haven't really talked about it that much, but The Northman was like a movie that you and I really loved.
Yeah, man. I just rewatched it like a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, very good. That movie's super underrated.
So underrated. It's
like painful that people are like, it's his worst movie, and I was like, I don't know about that. I don't think he has a worst movie.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, look, is it maybe my least favorite of his movies? Yes, but when I like every single one of them,
it's hard to say. Yeah. I might like it more than The Witch. I need to give it a rewatch. I don't. It was just tonally surprising to me in a way that I really gelled with. So I was like shocked by that.
It's so weird. It's such a weird.
It's so much weirder and a little bit funnier than you think it's gonna be. I really like the movie, and The Lighthouse is bonkers, and Nosferatu is like a masterpiece. So, Werewolf. Okay, next up for me, I have not had Zach Kreger stock since the beginning of his career, but since Barbarian, I have, and he's making a Resident Evil movie.
Oh, okay. I saw that on one of the anticipated lists, and I saw Zach Kreger, and I was like, I can't remember who that is. Moving on.
Zach Kreger of Barbarian and of Weapons fame.
Yeah.
He is making. So on The Big Picture, I guess I didn't watch this episode, but I heard them talking about it. On The Big Picture, Sean Fennessy, when he interviewed him about Weapons, was like, "I'm kind of bummed your next movie's IP." And Zach Kreger, to his credit, went, I totally get it. The movie is not what you think it's going to be. It's like a unique story because I don't know anything about Resident Evil. I've never played a game. I've seen like the first 2 of the Mila Jovovich movies, and they're whatever. Like,
no, that is not Resident Evil, baby.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, but it's the kid from Weapons. I don't think you've seen Weapons yet. There's a guy in Weapons, Austin Abrams, I believe is his name, who was like standout incredible. He had a tenure on The Walking Dead. He's popped up in a few things here and there. He's kind of like a character actor in a really cool way.
Yeah.
But I think he's kind of going to become Kreger's guy. Like Kreger's talked about how much he just liked working with him.
Yeah.
So he's the lead of Resident Evil. And apparently the structure of this movie is going to be totally different from Barbarian and from Weapons, which have been very like play with structure, do this different thing. And I think Kreger just wants to tell a different story within a world that he loves. Yeah. And I'm all about that. Like, could I flip this one with Werewolf and change how my interpretation? A little bit, but I'm so enamored with Zach Kreger as a director.
Yeah. And
his like commitment to his style, commitment to his tone, and commitment to his pacing that I just want to see everything he does. So I'm excited. We're getting kind of a big, somewhat action-y movie from him because I think it'll be cool.
I am absolutely fascinated to see what version of Resident Evil he is he has an affinity for, because there's like 4 different versions. Well, like obviously there's like not 10 or 11 games in the series. If
So
you're
many,
counting
yeah.
whatever, Code Veronica or whatever the other, there's a couple spin-off games. So it's like, do you go the Resident Evil 4 more like action game? Do you go Resident Evil like 2, like very like, you're stuck in a police station with a big giant monster that's trying to kill you? Do you go Resident Evil 1 where it's all really weird puzzles that make no sense? Like, there's
that's the thing. I'd watch any of those movies.
Yeah.
I'd watch any of them. If he's directing, I'd watch any of those movies.
See, but then you could do Resident Evil 8, which is basically like, here's a vampire section and here is a fucking giant weird baby section giant baby that's trying to kill you and eat you. So I'm fascinated to see kind of what version of Resident Evil he is attracted to and kind of what paints he wants to paint with.
It's going to be good, dude. Either way, I know it's going to be a fascinating movie that I'm going to think a lot about.
It'll be a weird one.
It'd be cool. Okay, my next movie, Godzilla Minus Zero.
Hell yeah.
I loved Godzilla Minus One. I saw it in theaters, in color, and in black and white. I just was enamored with it. It's my favorite Godzilla movie. And we'll talk about at the end in a little bit of a B segment that I have a question for you. But I have not seen many Godzilla movies.
Yeah.
So I want to start watching more of them. But I watched Minus One and was like, holy shit, this movie's incredible. The fact that it's as cheap as it is like so inspiring.
Yeah.
Let that dude make a Star Wars thing because he wants to.
Hell yeah. I didn't know that. That's sick as hell.
He's been very vocal about it, and Lucasfilm has apparently reciprocated a little bit. So hopefully the scheduling lines up for him to do something.
Yeah, man.
But we don't really know anything about what this is going to be. The Minus One ends on a bit of a tag at the end. Mm-hmm. So we'll see what they end up doing with it. But I don't know if it's anything like Minus Zero or Minus One. I'm going to be super into this. So Godzilla Minus Zero, very high up there for me. I like monsters. I like that version of Godzilla. He's just an asshole.
Yeah.
So I'm excited about this one. Do you have any? You were not as big on Minus One as I was, but you still liked that movie.
Loved it. Absolutely loved it. I think I wasn't like I wasn't as enamored with it as I think a lot of other people were. I still loved it. I don't have a good reason. I don't know. Well, here's my good reason. When I saw it in the theater, I had a very weird theater going experience. There were a dude brought his kids that were too young for the movie, and they were like right next to us, and so me and Meg like moved because I was like, I don't want to sit next to these kids, and because they were like kind of chatty. And I was just and it was just like weirdly anxious the whole time watching the movie, and it just kind of left a weird taste in my mouth. I just need to rewatch it again and have a better experience with it.
You should rewatch it in black and white. It might even be cooler in black and white.
Hell yeah! So I'm very excited for Minus Zero.
Yeah, it's going to be good. Okay, next up is a movie it is a sequel to a movie I introduced you to. It has spawned the biggest argument on the podcast ever. And so this is Ready or Not 2, Here I Come.
Hell yeah. It's on my list too. I'm very excited for that. Yeah. I'm very excited for that one.
Have you watched the trailer for the new one?
Dude, I have not watched a single trailer for anything in weeks.
Good. I mean, that's what I should do. I have gotten way less involved with trailers. I just go to the movies so much that I do see quite a few of them. Okay, but this movie is Samara Weaving.
Yes.
It is Catherine Newton. It's Elijah Wood. It's a bunch of people I really like, all in a sequel to a movie that I think is one of the most underrated horror movies in the last 10 or 15 years. Like,
hell yeah.
Ready or Not definitely has its following, but it's not heralded as the greatness of what a lot of other ones are. But I love the Radio Silence guys. I loved their last movie, Abigail, which is super underrated and super underappreciated. That'll be maybe we'll do Abigail as a podcast before Ready or Not 2 comes out.
I love that.
Yeah, we'll do that because I loved Abigail. So this one, the trailer looks super fun. I just love that movie so much, and I can't wait for the escalation, as it were, of the last one. Plus, Catherine Newton and Samara Weaving seem like they'll be a great pair, so I'm excited to see how that all works out. Any thoughts on this one? Anything I didn't cover?
Nope. I'm excited.
Cool.
I really love the first one. And just give me more. Hell yeah.
Yeah. All right. Next up for me is Supergirl. This movie looks awesome. I've seen some people with the trailer be like, it looks like stock superhero movie, and I was like, just go see it. I promise if they're doing anything related to this comic book, it will not be stock superhero stuff. It's funny, this one almost should have been like a 12-part miniseries, because the comic is super like, this issue we're doing this issue we're doing this issue we're doing this. It looks like they've changed some stuff, but I can still see the core of it, and it's been fun for me because I love that comic book. I love Woman of Tomorrow. I think Millie Alcock's a great choice for Supergirl. And it's been fun for me to see the discourse around the trailer of like, everyone's like, oh, is this what this is? And I was like, it's so much worse than that, guys. Like, it's the horrors you think you'll see are going to be so terrible. Anyway, so I'm super excited about that. I think it looks cool. I'm just excited about whatever DC's doing right now because I loved Superman so much. And I thought Peacemaker season 2 had a lot to like and some stuff I didn't love, but I'm excited to see what they have cooking. It's going to be cool. Plus, the writer of this one, and I'm spacing on her name, is writing like 2 other DC projects that she got hired on after she turned in the script for this because they liked it so much.
Nice.
So that's really exciting and bodes well for the future of those movies, but also this one. Because this one was originally like not supposed to come out for a while, but it was the script that got ready so quickly that they liked so much that they just pushed it up in their production, because that's their whole model, is they're not putting stuff into production until the scripts are at least ready enough to start shooting. Obviously they want to do a more traditional rewrite system where it's like, oh, we're realizing this doesn't work on set, and it's like, this scene doesn't work, instead of, we don't have a third act, just start shooting and hopefully we'll have one by the time we get there. The Marvel method. Anyway, so Supergirl looks awesome. I can't wait.
Yeah, same here. Yeah. I have not read the Supergirl. What is the
Woman of Tomorrow?
Woman of Tomorrow. I was like, I knew it was of tomorrow, but I could not remember. I haven't read that, but like I know how like beloved that one is. So I'm very excited. I think Millie Alcock looks dope as hell, and any follow up to this version of the DCU, I'm excited for, because I think the setup has been set up incredibly well with Superman. So I'm excited for more.
It's going to be good, man. I have a lot of faith in this one. Okay, next up for me, and I cannot believe this is at number 4 on my top 10, The Odyssey.
I can't believe it's that. Yeah. Okay. Crazy. That's crazy low.
This movie looks, I was not blown away by the trailer. I liked the trailer. I don't give one shit about the historical accuracy discourse.
Shut the fuck up.
Like, I don't care at all.
Shut the fuck up. If you, the fucking helmet. Shut up.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Shut up.
Yeah. I'm so over it, dog.
It looks dope as hell. What is your problem?
Awesome.
Oh my God. Let things be cool.
I know. Yeah, and it's like, okay, so you're worried about historical accuracy with the thing with the Cyclops? That's what you're worried. Okay, cool. Right.
Dude, you know what it sounds like to me? Actually, it makes no sense that a mermaid would be black because they're underwater. It's like, you are the stupidest person on the planet. Shut up. You should not be allowed to speak in public.
It does sound like that, correct. Yeah, I just the fact that it is entirely shot on IMAX cameras, the first movie ever to be 100% shot on IMAX, right?
I don't know.
Well, anyway, I think that's true. But I'll have to send you. I'll post a photo of it in the video. But of the camera they built, I don't know if you've seen it. It's ridiculous. I'm so excited because they had to build one that was quiet enough to use.
Yeah.
So it's ginormous, like the biggest camera I think I've ever seen.
I mean, the IMAX cameras were already gigantic. And the idea that you would have to build in sound baffling in order to not hear
the cast of this is so like me coded. All of the people in it I love.
It's stacked, man.
Yeah, I legitimately am going to try to find a way to get to a 70mm showing of it, which have already sold. They've already been selling tickets, which is I hate. That's the one thing I hate about this.
I don't know. Because they only sold 2 days. Like, there's going to sell more. It's just
it'll
really
play
weird
more.
the way they're doing it.
I hate that they did it. It's dumb and it feels exclusionary, and movies should never be exclusionary.
Preach.
Leave that to the theater. Leave that to Broadway. Like, by nature, live performance has to be that to a certain degree. don't make movies that don't like anyway. So there's a legitimate chance I will try to like take a trip either to Texas or LA or wherever and get onto a 70 millimeter screening of that movie.
You should come down to Texas and we should do it like that. Well, let's plan for that. Let's plan for that.
That'd be good. When does this come out? November,
July.
September, July. Okay, cool. We'll plan on that. We'll make that work.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm very excited about this one. I love sword and sandals shit. Like I'm into it. Let's go.
Yeah, I mean, nothing is ever gonna beat "Oh Brother, Where Art Thou," but if there was anything that could, I mean,
you're kind of not,
dude.
Wrong.
"Oh Brother, Where Art Thou" is one of my absolute favorite movies. I'm not kidding all that much, but like "Oh Brother, Where Art Thou" was like a loose adaptation.
Yeah,
where this is a much more direct adaptation. It'll be fascinating to see what choices he makes in terms of like what he's going to keep and what he's going to cut, because look, it's the Odyssey, it's huge, there's so much there that you can keep or leave in, or like, you know, there's a lot he can do with it, so I'm fascinated to see.
And how is he going to play with the structure of it and like all that, you know, is he going to Oppenheimer it where he's kind of showing everything at once? Like I'm just curious, I'm fascinated. It's going to be the biggest movie of the year and I'm very excited about that.
100%.
Okay, my number 3. And I'll be curious if you know about this one, Obsession. Okay, so Obsession is the movie that Curry Barker got after making Milk and Cereal.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Low budget movie. It does the festival run to like unbelievable rave reviews. And it sold for like $15 million to Neon. And now it has come out. I've just heard nothing but spectacular things from all the festivals it's been playing at. And they released a very short teaser for it that I think you should watch.
Okay.
It's really cool. It's literally like, I think 2 or 3 shots is all the teaser is with like a conversation happening. It looks awesome. That movie is going to be insane. And I just can't wait. Milk and Cereal really impressed me. I thought Milk and Cereal was awesome and so inspiring.
Yeah.
And it's fun when an inspiring movie is also good.
Yeah.
You know, and so his follow-up to that, I've been curious what it will be, and apparently it's incredible. So I'm very excited to see this. Again, it's number 3 for the inspiration side of it, as well as my like, it's a horror movie that feels very up my alley from a dude that I really am invested in having a cool career. Like, so I'm very excited about this one. Okay, yeah. So I check out that teaser. It's really cool. Everybody check out that teaser. Plan to go see it when it comes out because it looks like it's going to be a really rad movie.
And go watch Milk and Cereal.
And go watch Milk and Cereal. It's on YouTube. You can watch it for free, and it's really cool.
It's free, dummies.
It's free, and it's only like an hour and 10 minutes long. It's not a long movie at all.
We love.
Go watch.
It's so tight. It doesn't need any more time than that. It's so good.
I've watched it like 2 or 3 times. It's rewatchable. The movie rocks.
It's a good one. It's like so good.
Yeah, it's legitimately awesome. Okay, number 2, Disclosure Day.
Yeah.
So, Steven Spielberg, obviously I'm in. Josh O'Connor, obviously I'm in. Emily Blunt, obviously I'm in. This, and I mean this in the most complimentary way I can say this, it looks like Steven Spielberg by way of Michael Bay.
Hell yeah.
And I do mean that as a compliment. Like, he's not doing Bayhem, but the way the movie looks, I was like, this feels like Michael Bay's trying to make a serious movie, but it's Steven Spielberg, so it like might actually be great.
Spielberg trying to make a not serious or less serious movie.
Yeah.
Like
a big alien romp of some kind, and the trailer's really cool and really creepy, and it looks like he's doing the closest thing he's ever really done to a horror movie.
Yeah.
And I think that's really cool. Plus, I've loved his recent stuff. Like, I didn't love West Side Story as a movie, but from a directing feat, it's the best thing he's directed in like 20 years.
Yeah. You're nuts. And then, that movie is phenomenal. I need to rewatch it. I just have to say that out loud. I can't let that stand.
It did not help that I went and saw it like after a trip, and I was the only person in the movie theater, literally.
Yeah.
And so that did not help that I was like, my experience for it did not lend itself to that movie. I need to rewatch it. I've been looking for like a 4K of it, so I have an excuse to like. We'll do that for the podcast. We'll do like a West Side Story double feature for the podcast.
Bet
I know that's what you want to do.
It's on the list. I want to do double feature or not. We're definitely doing the original.
Which I'm desperate to see. Anyway, so that that, but I loved The Fabelmans. Like I adored The Fabelmans. And so I'm super excited to see what he does with kind of a, West Side Story is not a meta movie for him, but it's one of those movies for him. You know what I mean? He talks about the original West Side Story as this like thing for him.
Yeah.
And it's the first musical he's done. And then Fabelmans was obviously so personal and unique. Like he's the only guy who could have made that movie.
Yeah.
This feels like a movie that like a lot of people could have made, but it's so fascinating that it's Spielberg. And I'm so excited about that.
To see him returning to the alien thing, you know what I mean, to the alien invasion story, like which he's returned to a few times throughout his career. To see him
and all of them have been so different. You know what I mean? Like it always feels like he's got a different take on it, and I can't wait.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll need to revisit War of the Worlds. Maybe that's what we should do before that movie comes out, because I remember not loving that, but I'm curious to rewatch it. Like I'm curious about it.
Same.
Yeah. So maybe that might be fun, or just some Spielberg movie. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Okay. So that's my number 2. Now we will go through my list of honorable mentions. I will throw out reluctantly, and this is more curiosity, but I'm curious about what Avengers Doomsday is going to be. Like,
that's I have 2 that are not on this list. And that is one of them.
Okay. And again, I'll make it very clear, not written down on my list right here on my phone. It is not written down, but I should say that like they've been releasing these teasers, and the first of the teasers, which is the Steve Rogers one, dumb, bad, stupid. I don't like it. The Thor one is the second, actually kind of good, but we already knew he was in the movie. So it's just like, that just feels like cluing me in on what the tone of the movie will be. If that had been the first teaser they released for it, I would not have such a sour taste in my mouth.
Yeah.
And then the X-Men one that they just released is like really kind of rad. Like I can't lie. I'm not, you should watch it. I am not excited about all the old X-Men returning. I grew up on those movies. I, to this day, adore them and defend them. However, I wanted new X-Men. I wanted to do something different. I wanted to progress, and we're just refusing to do that. So anyway, but that teaser made me a little excited because they have what they do. Anyway, that's my dumb, like, lights and colors brain, like my monkey brain, excited about something. But I'm not necessarily excited. I'm just fascinated by what the hell that movie's going to be.
Yeah.
Okay, but now on to the ones that I am actually excited about. The Backrooms. This is no particular order, but The Backrooms.
Oh, yeah. I didn't know that was coming.
Yes, it should, because I know it filmed like mid last year. I don't know when it's coming out. And this is another question mark one. Like I could see them pushing it for whatever reason, but it's got a pretty cool cast, and the director's like 19. I'm super excited about this. We don't really know anything about what the movie will be, but all of those backroom shorts that dude did are really fun and cool and creepy.
Fucking crazy and so creepy and cool.
Yeah, so I'll be curious if you know about this next one, which is The Land of Nod. It is the director of Skinamarink next movie.
Ooh.
Yeah. So again, kind of a question mark one. I don't know if this will actually end up releasing this year. It is, however, slated for 2026. Okay. So
fascinating.
I'm not as enamored with Skinamarink as you are, but I do think it is an absolutely fascinating movie, and I just want to see what that guy does with a budget. You know what I mean? Like
I have always, every time I talk about Skinamarink, I am like, going and seeing that in the theater was one of the worst experiences of my life, and I can't stop thinking about that fucking movie. Yeah, I think about it all the time.
Yeah.
And I hated it, and I loved it, and I hated it. Like, mostly because just like the actual being in the theater with the sound was so loud. It was like genuinely painful.
Yeah. Well, the thing that I think about all the time about that movie is that the ending happened, and you and I had completely different takes on what that ending meant, and both of them were correct. Both of our interpretations of that ending are right. It's just however you see it. I love that. I think that's such a fascinating idea.
Yeah.
Okay, next up, and the fact that this isn't on my top 10 is a little sad to me. The Adventures of Cliff Booth.
Yeah.
I am fascinated by whatever the hell this is going to be, but it's Tarantino and Fincher. I just wish it wasn't like a quasi sequel to another movie.
Yeah.
Or kind of in that universe or whatever they're going to call it. I wish those two had come together to do something original. Not that this isn't like quote unquote original. It's like not based on anything other than the one movie that came out about it and then the book that has a little bit more. But anyway, doesn't matter. I am excited about this movie. But again, it kind of falls more under that, like, I'm curious about this movie.
Yeah.
more than anything. Okay.
No, I'm right there with you. The sway that Brad Pitt has on David Fincher is fascinating.
I know.
The amount of times, I mean, because wasn't it like really close to having a World War Z sequel directed by David Fincher?
I know Fincher was attached to it, which means he had signed some papers. You know what I mean? And then it just never happened. Yeah.
Like the sway that Brad Pitt has. What information, what dirt does Brad Pitt have on David Fincher?
I think Fincher owes him a lot from Seven. You know what I mean? Where the studio was trying to get in the way and Brad Pitt used all of his star power to be like, nope, you're not doing that. Get out of his way.
Yeah.
And I think that's really cool. And that's how stars should be using their clout.
Damn straight.
Now, however, World War Z, David Fincher, I would not have cared for. I mean, I would have watched it, but I don't.
Interesting, but
however, zombie David Fincher, I would watch if it was just like an original zombie movie. I'd be fascinated what he would do with that genre. I would be curious.
Like, what the fuck is this movie going to be? Like,
what is this movie going to be?
Like,
I know. Anyway, okay. So next up for me, and this is one I'm just really excited because it's so close. But Project Hail Mary.
Yeah, that's on my list too. Yeah.
I love Ryan Gosling. I loved The Martian. Like I loved The Martian, and it's based on the novel by the same writer. Yeah. And then the Phil Lord and Chris Miller. Like I love those guys. So I'm very excited about this. The trailers have made it seem like such a fun, cool space romp, and I'm super in the mood for one of those right now.
I have done my very best not to watch any of the trailers because I've heard they're really spoilery.
Yes. Yeah. Well,
and I haven't read the book, so I want to go in and have the experience with it.
Yeah. Don't watch the trailers. We'll talk about it after. I'm sure we'll do like a B segment on this, or if we both love it, we'll do an episode on it. But from my understanding, the way the spoil is like a fascinating one to spoil because it's like it's fine that it got spoiled, but it's also just a bummer. Like it's like, oh man, I wish that had been a reveal.
Yeah.
So I'm super excited about that. Again, like don't watch the trailers for this, but they do make it seem like such a cool space romp, and I'm very excited about it. Okay, next up for me is Tom Cruise, not in an action movie, but in Alejandro Inarritu's Digger, and they released a teaser for this, and I have no idea what this movie's going to be. Like, it's just him dancing with a shovel. Like that's
Isn't it labeled as a comedy?
Yeah, comedy of tragic proportions or something like that.
Fascinating.
And don't get me wrong, Cruise has done comedy. Cruise he's funny. Is he? Whatever. I'm fascinated by this movie. I am very curious. I'm excited. The poster looks great.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we'll see. I'm not high up on my like holy shit list, but like I'm curious and I will be there. You know.
Yeah.
Okay, next up, and I think there's a question mark on whether or not this will come out this year, but Greta Gerwig's Narnia.
Yeah, that one's on mine too.
Anything Greta does, I'm 100% curious and interested and excited for. I don't know that this will actually come out this year because have they started filming this?
I don't know.
Like I know there was
it has a date, I think. I have it on it does not have a date.
Okay, yeah. I know there was a handful of casting announcements at one point, and I don't even know if those were official or just rumors, but regardless, I'm fascinated that this was the movie she chose to do next. I know she's wanted to get into blockbusters, but Narnia still seems like an odd choice. Don't care. Very excited, very curious. I wish it wasn't going to be a Netflix thing. I wish it would be in more theaters, but I'll do my best to see it in a theater.
I didn't know it was a Netflix thing.
I'm like 90% sure it's a Netflix thing, which makes it a big bummer, but
Boo.
Is what it is. Greta, whoever's going to give you the budget, I'm okay with, because I know you'll fight for a theatrical release.
Yeah.
And you have every ounce of clout to do so with Barbie. So,
hell yeah.
Okay. Next up for me is Mike Flanagan writing a DC movie, Clayface.
Yeah.
This is a body
I'm surprised
horror.
That wasn't on the top 10.
We just haven't seen anything other than like set leaks. Like that's, you know what I mean? I'm going to be curious what it ends up being, but Clayface is going to be a very cool, very scary movie, I think. And anything Mike Flanagan is involved with, I'm super curious because Mike Flanagan tried to get this movie made under the last regime, and then pitched it during general meetings with Gunn when Gunn was just meeting with whoever wanted to meet with him when they first got announced.
Yeah,
and sold the script to him. He's doing the Carrie show and he's doing too many other and an Exorcist movie, so he couldn't direct it.
Yeah,
but the script is getting made, and I think that's super fun and super cool.
Hell yeah!
So I'm very excited about that one. Okay, next up is a Spider-Man movie that I actually think will be cool. It's a Marvel movie that I think will actually be cool.
Yeah.
The marketing for this has already worked on me, and they haven't even released a trailer. Spider-Man Brand New Day, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I was super cynical about this. I was super not excited about this. And then they showed set footage of him swinging on the back of a truck, swinging down the street while practical explosions went off everywhere. And I'm only human. I see that guy in the Spider-Man suit, and I'm excited. Like,
yeah, it's on my list too for that exact reason. It's,
you know what I mean?
Spider-Man. I'm gonna be excited about Spider-Man. Like,
director of Shang-Chi. So the action's at the very least going to be really cool. I'm less excited about some of the the Hulk is in it and the Punisher is in it. I'm less excited about that stuff.
Didn't know those. Didn't know that.
Yeah.
Boo.
Now look, it's Jon Bernthal and Mark Ruffalo, two actors I really like who I think are very good in the roles they're playing. Yeah. It just is a little bit of a bummer where I'm like, I wish this was just a Spider-Man movie that was really on the ground level, like that kind of street level, as they say in the comic book industry.
Yeah.
But Sadie Sink is in this movie as a currently undisclosed character, so that'll be pretty cool. I like Sadie Sink. We'll be interested to see what this ends up being. But okay, next up, Glenn Powell in How to Make a Killing.
Yeah, that was on mine too.
This movie looks awesome. I'm super excited about this one.
Yeah.
Not a ton to say. I think the trailer looks cool, and I love Glenn Powell. And
murder your family for money. Dude. That's my dream.
Eat the rich, bro. Anyway, so that I'm very excited about. Okay, next up, and the last one on my honorable mentions list. Send Help. Raimi returning to direct an original movie starring Dylan O'Brien, who I really like, and starring Rachel McAdams, who I love. Super excited about this.
I just saw the trailer for it last night or something while watching football, and I was like, all right, I'm in. It's Sam Raimi.
Looks cool.
It's gonna be, look, do I think it's going to be the best movie of the year? No. It looks fun. It looks weird.
It looks
cool.
Fun as hell. Yeah, I'm very excited because you and I are both defenders of Multiverse of Madness, which is the last thing he directed.
Yeah.
But I am excited he's jumping back into just horror.
Yeah.
And doing something that seems very Raimi. I'm into this. So good job, Raimi. But look, this is gonna be clear. There's a ton of stuff I'm sure that you'll have on your list that I did not bring up that I am also excited for. So I'm excited to go through that. But now we got to do my number one.
No. I know what your number one's gonna be. Hold your number one. Let me do my list.
Cool.
And then we'll do our number one.
Okay, gotcha.
All right. This is roughly in release order, so this
cool.
isn't in order of excitement. The moment the Charlie XCX, mixed original scripted sequences with actual concert footage. Fascinated to see what this is going to be. I absolutely love Charlie XCX. I think Brat is one of the best albums to come out in a decade.
Do you follow her on Letterboxd?
Yes, I do.
Okay, yeah.
I think Charlie XCX is super fascinating. It's going to be weird, and I'm really excited for it. The cast is crazy and weird, Charlie XCX, Alexander Skarsgård, Rachel Sennett, Kylie Jenner. It's gonna be weird, and I'm really excited.
Let's go.
Next, another thing that is Charlie XCX related in one way, shape, or form. Wuthering Heights.
Okay.
The reason I'm excited, I don't know, man. Little Women really worked on me. Pride and Prejudice really worked on me. I'm excited. I'm into these period dramas. I think the casting is interesting. I haven't read Wuthering Heights. I have heard some people are a little annoyed with Jacob Elordi's casting because he shouldn't be a white man. He should be a person who's. It should have been Dev Patel.
Yeah,
but
have you seen Emerald Fennell's other movies?
No.
Okay. That's where my hesitancy shows up.
What else? What else have they made?
Promising Young Woman and Saltburn.
Oh, okay. Fascinating. Okay.
Which are, by the way, not movies I outright dislike. I thought Promising Young Woman was really interesting, and then I, in college, heard two of my friends from the film program talk about it from the perspective of them, who are two women, and they kind of really soured me on that movie. And I was like, fair enough, guys. That's so true.
Interesting.
And however, that's not the blanket opinion of that movie. It just was their take on it, and their take made so much sense to me that I have not gone back to revisit that one. And Saltburn is a 10 out of 10 insane movie. Like, totally worth watching.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah.
It'll be weird. It'll be interesting.
It'll be weird. I'll see it. I'm going to see everything. Like,
he sees all.
I try. I really try.
My next one is Maggie Gyllenhaal's The Bride.
Yep. This was also on your top 10 last year.
Oh, was it really?
It was. It was supposed to come out last year, and I don't think they thought Frankenstein would have as big a cultural footprint as it ended up having. So I think they pushed it.
That's so funny. Fucking
hilarious. It looks awesome. This movie looks awesome.
I mean, Christian Bale, Jesse Buckley, Jake Gyllenhaal, Peter Skarsgård, Annette Bening, Penelope Cruz, John Majaro. Like, the cast is crazy.
Yeah.
And it looks super fucking cool. Man, it looks dope as hell. Like, part
and Maggie Gyllenhaal's made something else, and apparently it's really good. So
yeah.
I haven't seen her other movie. I can't remember what it's called, but The Last Daughter, something like that. I think that was hers. Yeah. Anyway, yeah.
The next one is The Drama. It is Christopher Borgli. I'm definitely mispronouncing it. The guy who directed Dream Scenario. It's got Zendaya and Robert Pattinson. That's all I needed to hear, man.
Yeah.
Like,
that should have been on my honorable mentions. I'm very excited about that.
That one's a good one. Mother Mary, David Lowery's next movie with Anne Hathaway. Again, you say David Lowery and I'm going to be a little excited. David Lowery's fascinating to me. All of his movies are incredibly different and incredibly weird. And I'm excited. I don't know much about it, but I don't need to.
Have you seen his Pete's Dragon movie?
No, but like that again, it's like so weird. It's fascinating that he made.
It's actually pretty good. It's a pretty good movie.
Yeah,
I watched it as part of my big Robert Redford binge that I was doing, and it's a good movie. David Lowery's a good director.
Megan would divorce me if I didn't put this on my list. The Devil Wears Prada 2, man.
Yeah.
Like Anne Hathaway, Meryl Streep, Emily Blunt, Stanley Tucci, and Kenneth Branagh. We love Kenneth Branagh. This podcast is a Kenneth Branagh supporting podcast. Come on the pod, Kenneth.
There was one day I was visiting you guys and you had to go shoot a wedding or something.
Yeah.
And Megan was super sick and she's like, "Do you want to watch The Devil Wears Prada with me?" And I was like, "Absolutely, I do." And so she showed me that movie for the first time while she was sick.
And that movie shreds, man.
And the movie is fantastic. It's so cool.
Fascinated to see what they do with the second one. To see to what it's gonna be.
Look, whether or not it will be the heights of the first one, I don't know. I still have all the confidence in the world that it will be a good movie.
Yeah. I don't think all of those people would come back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like Meryl Streep doesn't need this.
Anne Hathaway's busy.
She's busy as hell.
Emily Blunt is busy.
Yeah.
Like they don't need to come back for this movie, but I'm excited about it.
Yeah. My next one is I Love Boosters. Boots Riley's next movie.
Oh.
Keke Palmer, Demi Moore, Naomi Ackie, Taylor Page, Lakeith Stanfield, Will Poulter, Asia Gonzalez, Poppy Lou. Like, again, crazy cast.
Dog.
Boots Riley,
hell yeah.
Is and it makes fucking insane movies. Sorry to Bother You is like is a masterpiece of insanity. So just you say Boots Riley and Keke Palmer and Demi Moore, and I'm excited.
Yeah,
baby, that's Keke Palmer. Like,
baby, that's Keke Palmer.
I love Keke Palmer. I love Keke Palmer.
She's the best. Did you see One of Them Days? Her movie with SZA.
No, I need to though.
It's awesome. That movie rules.
Yeah,
yeah.
My next one is like if I were to put it on the list, it'd be low, but I can't. I'm excited for it. Mortal Kombat 2.
Yeah.
I have a weird soft spot for the new Mortal Kombat because like it wasn't good, but I did really enjoy it.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. Freaking Carl Urban,
you gotta love Carl Urban. Like that's the thing. You just gotta love him.
And it's Carl Urban that I'm excited for.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm sure it's gonna be dumb and probably kind of bad, but
shouldn't it be a little bit like
if it's Mortal Kombat, it better be.
Yeah.
My next one is Flowervale Street. It's David Robert Mitchell's next movie. It's got Anne Hathaway, Ewan McGregor, Maisie Stella. I'm trying to remember what David Robert Mitchell made that made me excited about this. It Follows.
Okay, cool.
So it's got Anne Hathaway, Ewan McGregor, and
that's fascinating because he has the sequel to It Follows is supposed to be coming out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I don't know when. So I thought he made. Anyway, I'll look that up.
Okay, look into that. The next one, again, I have a weird soft spot for this one for the first one. Violent Night 2.
Yeah.
Violent Night will become a, if not annual, basically mostly annual rewatch Christmas movie. David Harbour's weird now. I have feelings. I have mixed feelings about David Harbour, but like the first one's fun and he's fun in it, and it's a good time. So hopefully Violent Night 2 will also be a similarly good time. We will see. I've got one more on my list and one more that is not on my list.
Okay, cool.
The last one that is on my list is Steven Soderbergh's next movie, The Christophers, with Ian McKellen and Michaela Cole. It's another heist movie, but this time it's art heist.
Fantastic. You love it.
Give me more heist with Steven Soderbergh and I'm in. Just say the word Steven Soderbergh and I'm in, and I'm excited.
Yeah.
Like Steven Soderbergh is like one of my favorite filmmakers. Is every single one of his movies my favorite movie? No, but he's making movies. He's busy as fuck. That man does not stop.
It's kind of normal when he has 3 movies come out in a year. Like,
when was the last year he didn't have at least 2?
I know, it's crazy. I don't know where he has the time, and he does everything on all of his movies.
He does everything on all of them. It's crazy.
Yeah.
The last movie that is not on my list that I am not excited about is Scream 7.
Yeah.
Not excited about it, which sucks. It fucking sucks to say that I'm not excited about it.
Here's what I'm gonna do, because I'm gonna see it, but I'm gonna buy a ticket to a different movie and walk in to watch Scream 7. Like I just like I want to see it because like it does have people I like in it.
Yeah.
Fuck, man. Like that whole situation sucks. And by the way, trailer does not look good.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like the directing is all that great. It looks like a Hallmark movie in a lot of ways. Like what if whatever issues you have with Scream 6, that movie looked awesome. Yeah. Like the movie looked fantastic. Anyway,
and it was fun and cool, and Monica Barrera, is that her name? The actress
Melissa Barrera.
Melissa Barrera is so good and is so cool, and I love what they were doing with her. And the producers, whoever, are fucking cowards. And
well, in the original version of this, we were gonna have Christopher Landon, who I really like, who directed the Happy Death Day movies.
Yeah.
And then it was not his decision, and he left shortly after she was fired. He was like, "This isn't the movie I signed on to make." Like, so it's and you know, then Jenna Ortega was like clearly not really going to be all that involved with it anyway, and used her friend getting fired as an opportunity for her to bail the fuck out of it. And so it's just like, okay, fine, like. So super frustrating situation. If they had been smart, they would have just rehired her. Whether or not she would have done it, I don't know.
Yeah.
But it just sucks. Like I love Scream, and it feels like we got the worst possible version of Scream finally having a bad installment. Like, just a big bummer. All around big bummer.
Who knows? Maybe it'll be good, but I don't care. I'm good. Yeah. Like if you do that, if you fire her for just speaking, for having a voice, for fuck you. Like I'm not watching
for doing a thing that dozens, if not hundreds, of other celebrities of her stature have also done.
Yeah,
like
cowards.
Fuck, God, sucks. Just terrible.
That was my last one. On to number one. Our number one.
Yeah. Dune 3.
Dune
Messiah, my guy.
Time, baby.
Dune 3 chicks at the same time. Was it ever going to be anything different than this?
No. That's why I knew. I didn't know what was going to end up in your number one slot. Maybe it was Supergirl. Maybe it was The Odyssey. I had no idea. But Dune was going to be on that list, baby.
Done. It's got to be Dune.
It's my number
Dune
one
2,
for sure.
yeah,
I don't have it in order, but Dune is definitely my number one.
Dune 2 was my personality for months.
Yeah.
Like, I think that is, every time somebody brought it up with me, I was like, if you have something bad to say, let's not talk about it, because I adore this movie too much. I just love it. Plus, it's got Robert Pattinson in it.
It's got
Robert Pattinson staying booked and busy in 2026. Anyway, I just these movies are amazing. I'm bummed it's not Greg Fraser coming back.
Yeah.
To DP, and I'm equally bummed he's not DPing the Batman. Instead, he's DPing fucking 4 Beatles movies that I guarantee are going to pay him about what he would get paid for either of those other movies, and it's a waste to me.
I am a very large Beatles fan. I love the Beatles.
Mm-hmm.
I could not care less. I also love Sam Mendes.
Yeah.
Could not care less.
Yeah.
Like,
super frustrating.
You know, Jenny, I don't know if I've talked about this. Maybe not on pod, maybe not. Why is Roger Deakins not DPing those?
I know.
Like, why is Roger Deakins...
Is he doing anything anymore?
Dude, I don't know. He's doing the podcast. I'm like, is he retired? Like,
he feels semi-retired.
Yeah. Because, like,
let me look it up.
It feels it's Sam Mendes, literally, like, they love each other. They love working together. I looked, trust me, I looked it up when last time we talked about this, when we talked about
he has no current upcoming movies.
No. But he's not, like, officially retired. Like, you know,
you know what my bet is? I bet he's just taking a break, and then I think he's probably got a list of people he would like to work with. And then he'll, like, come whenever it lines up, he'll throw his hat in the ring.
But he's like 83, man. Like,
no, I know.
Like, I don't know if that's his exact age or not, but, like, he's in his 80s. Like,
he's probably got one left in him, and I think he just wants a break before he does it, like a year or two off, or 3 years or something. I don't know.
He's taken the last movie he DP'd
Empire of Light.
Empire of Light. And what was that? 21, 22?
Let me see. Empire of Light. 22. Yeah, so it's been
It's been 3 years.
It'll be minimum of 5 years before we get one of his movies. If he does one soon. You know what I mean?
And that's why I was like, man, it feels like it'd be like a weird, like, weirdly poetic kind of swan song for him to go out on the Beatles movies. Like, because, like, that was like his childhood, you know, growing up in England in the 60s. And then working with his, like, one of his closest collaborators on a series of movies. I don't know. It just felt right in my mind. And so the fact that Greg Fraser is doing it feels weird. Man, it's just weird. So I mean, Roger Deakins is, like, one of the most important, like, filmmakers in my life. Like, so the idea of him just kind of, like, the fact that him ending on Empire of Light just, I really hope that's not the case.
I'm sure he'll do
Empire of
at
Light
least
is
one
gorgeous. I don't like that movie. That movie is gorgeous, and I don't know. I wish I want him to make one more at least.
I'm sure he will do something. I'm sure he's got something left in him. Anyway, it is frustrating. Okay, but yeah, Dune, like, it's the number one most anticipated movie of the year.
I mean, Timmy.
I'm sure we missed some stuff. Yeah.
Anya Taylor-Joy, Florence Pugh.
The desert. The desert this time. We'll not be spending the whole movie in the desert, I don't think. We'll see. I'm so excited. Like,
the Dune was the Messiah we made along the way.
Exactly. This movie's gonna change my cellular structure, I think.
It's gonna. Mine's already changed.
Yeah, just by hearing about it. Every time you say Dune 3, I change a little.
Yeah.
I get a little bit. No, I'm not gonna say that.
I don't know what you're gonna say, but I'm excited to hear about it off pod.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Any other? I'm sure we missed some stuff. I'm sure there's like 15 other movies we could talk about.
If we are stupid and we miss something amazing, tell us how stupid we are in the comments and tell us the things you're excited about. We want to hear all the movies that y'all are excited about. Which ones from our list are you not excited about? What did we get wrong? What did we get right? Tell us all the things.
Yeah, do it. All right. B segment. Should we start with?
You have a question.
Okay, my question. This will be pretty short because I don't know that you will have any answer to this. I just have like 2 short answers. Do you have any movie watching or music listening or reading or any kind of art consumption goals for the year 2026? Do you have anything like that? Every year I kind of give myself pretty loose ones. Like I'm going to watch a bunch of Westerns or movies pre this year, and I never do great about it.
Yeah.
So this year I got really specific. Like I got really specific on my 2 movie watching goals for the year. And they're more like, they're just like filling cinematic gaps for me is the thing with 2 specific series. I didn't know if you would have any answer for this.
I will fill your cinematic gap.
Ooh, promises. I don't know if you have any answers. Or
I've got
but.
one, and it is not movie related. I kind of like I'm feel like in the past couple of years, we did the challenge that I'd watch the Letterboxd top 250. I genuinely feel like that gives me a weird relationship with watching movies that kind of makes it feel like homework, and so.
Yes.
I don't want to do that this year. I don't want to do that to myself because it makes it feel like homework in a way that I don't want it to. I want to watch movies because I want to watch them, not because I feel obligated to,
Yeah.
And I'm talking specifically for myself. Anybody else in the world sets these goals for themselves and that works for them. I love that. It just
there is a million versions of doing this that is exactly what you're saying. I am just trying to do it of like, I've been really into this thing.
Yeah.
So I want to deepen my knowledge on it. So I'm going to give myself like these 2 very specific, like I just want to watch these for fun, because I'm interested, not because I feel like I should.
I've got 2 answers for this. One is a non-movie answer. The other is a movie answer. The non-movie answers. I just want to listen to more music than I listened to last year. I've recommended a lot of music on the podcast last year. I did not listen to as much music as I would have wanted to. I use an app called stats.fm that tracks my music listening. Fuck Spotify. I don't use their bullshit. I transitioned from Spotify away from Spotify this year. And so I use stats.fm to track my music listening. I almost listened to less music than I did the year before, and I did not listen to that much music last year. I literally, in the month of December, I was like, fuck this. I am beating my record from last year, and I'm going to do it again the next year. So for me, it's just, I'm going to listen to more music. Like I don't have any specific parameters other than just listening. And like, I found it really easy to do that, to like, just like put on a playlist or put on a radio station, like a pre-built, radio station or something like that. Or to go through some artists that I hadn't really dived into in the way that I should have. Like Stevie Wonder was somebody I like super dived in heavy to in the end of the year. I recommended 3 of his albums a couple of times as part of my recommendations. So doing that more, like finding artists that I like one of their albums, or I like a few of their songs, like going in and doing a really hard deep dive into their discography, I think is something I want to do more of this year.
Yeah, totally.
And then my number 2 is I have recently become fascinated with beauty shots in
we talked about this. Yeah,
like 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s black and white movies. Like you cut to a close up of the female protagonist, and everything about the look changes. Everything gets incredibly soft and the lighting is completely different. I got really fascinated with that look, and part of me wants to start like an actual like portrait series doing that. So, I really want to just go in and watching older cinema is definitely a blind spot in my in my movie going. And so, paying attention to some like, classic noir and classic like dramas and comedies and stuff like that from the the first half of the 1900s, as it were. Going back and watching some of those classics. Like there's while you're talking, I'm going to find the name of the account. There is an account on TikTok that like almost exclusively talks about very old cinema, and specifically very old gay cinema. And has made me absolutely fascinated with some of these movies where it's like, man, how is this not being caught by the censors at the time? Yeah. And just how fucking gay these movies are.
Dude, you should check out, if you ever get Shudder, which is like $8 a month. It's super worth it for a month or two here or there.
Yeah.
There's a documentary called Queer for Fear.
Yeah.
Produced by Brian Fuller, and they talk a lot about early horror as just this like, all of these movies are so gay in the best ways.
In the best way.
And it's really fascinating. But yeah, anyway, that's interesting. Okay.
Those are the things I'm excited. Or those are the things I'm going to be doing this year.
I'll do a little show and tell for me. I have seen shockingly few of the James Bond movies.
Hell yeah.
So I got the James Bond box set. This is everything from Dr. No to Spectre. Now, I've seen all the Craig ones, and I've seen 2 or 3 others. There are like 24 Bond movies in here, and I haven't hardly seen any of them, and I love spy shit. Why have I not watched more James Bond movies? So this is the perfect excuse. I'm a huge physical media guy, so I got this set. I'm going to start at the beginning, and I'm just throughout the course of the year, I'm going to watch like 2 or 3 a month and just make it a fun little mission of mine to see all the Bond movies. Because I'm sick of having this as a weird blind spot for me, especially when I like spy stuff. I don't know why I haven't watched the most famous spy stuff.
There's some absolute bangers in there. There are some absolute bad movies in there. Do you have a plan for how you're going to go through? Are you going to are you going to go through in order? Are you going to go through
starting at the beginning and going through? But I'm going to watch them all. I'm even going to rewatch the ones I've seen. I'm going to rewatch the Craig ones. I want to watch all of the Bond movies this year. And hopefully by the end of this, they'll announce a new Bond and it can be this big poetic moment for me.
We'll see if
and I can have a bunch of opinions. I know. Well, yeah, right. Exactly. But
you can have almost as many opinions about Bond as I do.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, there's a Bond music documentary.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's on Prime. It's pretty good. They're not like, there's no real reveals or tea or drama. It's just kind of a fun little history about the Bond song and some of the decisions that go into making it. But they do talk about why Spectre was not chosen.
Ooh.
And it is because it was performed or released on an unofficial something. Like it had been released before the movie, and so they disqualify everything that has done that.
Oh.
And so, it wasn't necessarily because of any other reason, or at least that's what they claim, is they talk about it because they're like, oh, Spectre and they, Radiohead did this song that everybody loves, but it's because of this that it wasn't selected.
Fascinating. I want to see, my knowledge of that was they were told that it was not selected, so they released it.
Yeah, and anyway, that could be the case. I don't know, but that's what they claim in the documentary. Anyway, worth a watch. It's
MGM's sweeping it under the rug.
Yeah, they're trying to hide it. Okay, so my next goal, and I talked about a lot, Godzilla -1.
Hell yeah.
Gojira! These is the first 15 Godzilla movies, the Showa era. This spans from 1954 to 1975. This is the Criterion set. It's a gorgeous set.
Yes.
I've seen none of those movies. Not a single one. I've never seen a classic Godzilla movie.
Holy shit.
So I am so deeply excited to finally, like my knowledge is everything past the American 90s one. I've seen Shin Godzilla.
Yeah.
I've seen Godzilla -1. I've seen all of the MonsterVerse, and I've seen the Matthew Broderick one.
I have not seen Shin Godzilla. Mm-hmm. Should I watch Shin Godzilla? Do you like it? Is it good?
I saw it in theaters this year. And then bought the Blu-ray because it was like famously difficult to find for a very long time.
Uh-huh.
I like that movie. So many boardroom meetings. But in a way that legitimately by the end of it, I was like, this is intentional and it's hysterical. Like it's genuinely hilarious what they're doing. It has maybe the best Godzilla scene ever.
Yeah.
Like maybe.
I know the one.
Yeah, and then it's also so much grosser than all the other Godzilla movies. Like it's disgusting in a cool way.
The design of the design is horrifying and awesome.
Anyway, to answer your question, absolutely worth checking out. It's not my favorite Godzilla movie, but it is really cool.
What is it's -1, right?
-1 is my favorite. Now again, I have hardly seen any of them, so who knows? I may watch the one where Godzilla has a son and I fall in love with that. Who knows? Anyway.
If there's going to be another one that would be your favorite, it would be Gojira, but
it would be the original Gojira. Absolutely. But anyway, so Bond and Godzilla are my movie watching goals for this year. I was going to do Bond or Godzilla January, but my family's going to Disney. So I'm going to do a Disney binge instead because I was like I watched The Great Mouse Detective I had never seen before. And liked that movie. So I need to rewatch like Toy Story and Aladdin and The Incredibles and stuff.
How about this? Fuck it. Tell me when you start watching the Godzilla series, I'll start watching them alongside you, and we'll do the B segments for the pod. Will be
Godzilla catch up.
There'll be G segments because there'll be Godzilla segments.
Sick. I will. It'll probably be early February that I start my Godzilla binge.
And I'll watch alongside you.
Let's do it. Good plan. All right.
I've seen chunks of almost all of them. Maybe not almost all of them. I've seen chunks of most of them because I think we're on one channel for a while, and I would just like every time they were on, I'd be like, "Fuck yeah, let's go watch some Godzilla." While I was not doing homework or something as a teenager, and so I have a lot of love in my heart for Godzilla and how camp and amazing they get in the 70s and 80s. So I'll be excited to like actually sit down and watch them as an adult and not just a fun teenager.
Sorry, my other movie watching goal is to put this away more during movies. When I'm in a theater, I have absolutely zero impulse to touch my phone ever. I never do. I never pull it out. Yeah, if I get a phone call, I will quietly peek at it, and if it's something I have to answer, I will leave the theater and call them back. Yeah. I want to stop playing with this while I'm watching movies. Like I just, my brain is so everywhere all the time, and I really want to start watching the movie. So I've done better this year. Of all the movies I've watched, I've done much better about not checking my phone or playing solitaire for a game while my brain is eating itself. Like, so I don't want to touch this as much. I want to. So my screen time has already drastically gone down because of that. So that's a good thing. I have
done similar things. If you have an iPhone, I recommend setting up some shortcuts. You could set up a shortcut to like while press a button and it turns your phone to a different or just using the do not disturb like focus modes. Yeah, like. Those are super because you can literally like hide apps. You can mute notifications for anything, but like obviously like important ones from like family members.
You can set who you want to be able to push through those things.
Exactly. So like setting, and you can time it too. So like if you know the movie's 2 hours long, just set it for 2 hours. Something like that. I have found really useful. Like I have a shortcut on my phone for like. Turn on the notification or turn on the shortcut, and I won't get notifications as long as I am in that location. So like a theater or something like that. And then once I leave, it turns the notifications back on, so I don't have to like remember.
Which is super nice. Yeah.
Super, super nice. So I love that. I want to do the exact same thing, and those are the things that I have found to make me more successful is using some of the features on the phone. I know Android has similar things. The shortcuts, I'm not sure exactly what the one-to-one there would be, but as far as like setting up do not disturb modes, I know Android has the same shit.
Yeah. Okay, let's do a quick Stranger Things talk here.
Man,
we don't need to get terribly specific about everything, but
we're already long on the episode, so we can keep this one short. My biggest complaint is I felt literally nothing, and the show grabs you by the scruff of your neck, and you're like, "Feel something, you fucking idiot."
Same exact feeling. I've seen so many people like it's so emotional that it's over, and I was like, I felt absolutely. I chuckled a couple of times. Like
me and Meg were talking shit the entire time. Like,
we were doing that too, but then occasionally they'd have a joke where I was like, okay, that was kind of a clever joke. Like, and that's all I mean.
Right.
Like,
yeah.
That's all. We were talking mad shit the whole time. But Breck and I were so frustrated. We were like, what's happening? Like, there was a point where I was like, I got to use the restroom. So I paused it and we just started cackling because there was 30 fucking minutes left in the last episode and it should have been over in 5. Like, dog, that show.
I don't feel bad for saying this because this dude fucking sucks. Noah Schnapp is awful. He's terrible. My God, he's awful.
Yeah.
I can't, because he was so good in the first couple of seasons.
He was maybe the best of the kids.
Yes, by far.
Like, arguably the best of the kids.
And oh my God, every time he is on screen, I literally was like, can we please, anyone but him? He sucks the life out of every single scene he's in.
And they clearly don't know what to do with any of his story, like the powers and the world and the system and how all that works. They have no clue, so they just throw it. He becomes plot. Like, he just becomes the plot armor guy, and it's so boring. From
a character perspective, I am like glad that they did more with him than just being the guy who touches the back of his neck. I'm glad that they did, but like at the same time, like for what? I wish they would have given it to fucking Barb or something. Fuck this guy. He's so bad. And then like basically the rest of the young cast, other than like Sadie Sink and what's his name, the kid who plays Dustin,
Gaten Mazzarato,
Mozzarella.
Yeah, sure.
they were here for it. It feels like everybody else was so fucking checked out.
They were passing out I don't give a fuck pills on that set, like to
Holy
everybody.
Shit,
like
man.
I do think Joe Keery was really good.
Yes.
I think Maya Hawke was really good.
Yes.
However, the writing.
Holy shit! I hated what they did with Robin.
Yeah, I've hated it since season 4. Like, dude, because Robin was like my favorite character in season 3. I loved what they did with her.
Robin.
I loved Robin, and then I also love Steve, and so like they gave this perfect little group that I could follow along. And then in season 4, I mean, everyone's been joking about it's like they lobotomized her, and it's like, look, don't get me wrong. There is something to be said about a character being able to be more openly themselves and comfortable and not having to. But then they made her like kind of
down a little bit.
Yeah,
you know,
they made her kind of dumb.
Yeah.
Like it's.
And then they overcorrect, I think, in season 5 by making her explain everything. She explains everything. Every time there's a timey-wimey bullshit thing that needs explanation, they go, Robin, grab something and say, this is Vecna, and this is something else, and this is poop, and this is pee, and this is the upside down. Like,
I swear to God, they did it 3 times in episode 7.
Yes.
Like 3 times they had a character grab a prop and explain. Dude, it got to the point that I was like, I think I'm being gaslit by this show. Like,
they used to be good at that. They used to make that fun.
Yeah. Well, okay, so here's the thing. I was like, because I did not like season 4. Season 4 was not my bag either. I thought season 3 was good, not great. And season 1 and 2 are awesome. Season 1 and 2 rock.
Yeah.
I saw a side-by-side comparison of the running up that hill scenes from seasons 5 and 4. Holy shit, 4 is like a masterpiece comparatively.
Dude, I know. Like, I agree. I think season 4 has some pretty high highs and a lot of low lows.
Correct.
Like,
yeah.
And I would say almost basically the same thing for season 1 is genuinely great. Like, unimpeachably great in my opinion. Season 2, I think, has some lows, but also has some really high highs.
Yeah.
Season 3, I think, again, like I exactly what you're saying. Like, I think it's good. It's the last like just good one, you know. And then season 4, like, again, it has those moments where it's like the running up that hill, that stuff is so good. And then everything else is like either meh or just straight bad. And there's just nothing like that in season 5. It is just bad.
Yeah. And I want to do just real quick. Have you followed any of the conformity gate stuff?
I have seen that name, but I don't know what that
it is. Everyone believing that there was a secret 9th episode that was the real finale. So 2 things here. 1, I actually think some of the clue finding people were doing was super funny, like in a genuinely wholeheartedly fun way, where they're like, there's all this stuff about like the dial changes, and there's these certain characters who never met Vecna, so then they're not there, and because the premise is that this ending is fake. Vecna has them in a prison, like in their minds. Dumb, stupid guys. We gotta this happens every time a popular show ends. Like Supernatural, it happened. It happens with everything. Everyone's always like, "There's
especially if it ends badly."
Exactly. So
Sherlock, another famous example of oh my god, there has to be a season 5 because if there isn't, this show is just bad.
Yeah. Well, so then there's like Karen's scars are super prominent, but then in that last shot at the top of the stairs, she has no scars. They're literally gone. The extras are all looking at the camera. The school colors are wrong for what the robes are. Like all kinds of things that actually like add up to kind of a funny idea of like, no, this is a fake ending in a way that I think is a little endearing. However, not true at all. They were just trying to put weird Easter eggs in there and it just didn't work. Anyway. But what is...
Or it was just a lazy... Or it was just mistakes. They were just lazy mistakes.
It's also completely that. Like, there's no water. The number of plot holes is insane. But the thing that says to me, because other times people have done this, there's a secret episode coming. It's like 3 things they notice. people were doing fucking 10-minute videos where the whole time they're rapid firing clues that this is not the real ending. What does it say that your ending was so bad? Everyone's like, this isn't it. This isn't the ending. Dude, this is not.
It's Sherlock again.
Yeah.
Like the same exact thing happened with Sherlock. The exact same thing happened with Sherlock. And I don't think the ending of this is as bad as Game of Thrones ending. Do you agree or disagree with that?
I'm of two minds, because like at least Game of Thrones just fucking did what it was gonna do. This is like, she's gone, but maybe she's not. You know what I mean?
It does the half in, half out thing that I think is really lazy and shitty.
And like Game of Thrones, I can also at least say that like, look, I don't like how Jon got where Jon got, but I'm happy that's where he ended up from a personal standpoint.
Yeah.
It's at least got some of that. Now, I do agree with you. It's not as bad overall. Like, at least they give most everyone a conclusion. But anyway, yeah.
Yeah. As a really huge Game of Thrones fan, I found the ending of Game of Thrones, the last 2 seasons, like abhorrent and heinous. And this, I'm just so like apathetic to, like, I feel nothing, and that makes me mad.
Yeah.
And so like, I don't know, man. Like it really kind of screams of D&D, like being tired of working on the show and wanting to move on to the next project, making the last seasons so bad that they actually lose all of those additional projects. Same thing happened with the Duffers. They got their shows canceled because this was so bad.
Yeah, well, like they're still going to have their Stranger Things spinoff because this was a massive success for them, at least in terms of like how companies metric these things out.
There's no way there isn't going to be more. Like,
and the spinoff is going to be about the stone they find inside the thing from a different decade. It's like they have somewhat promised, they're like, we're not going to bring any of these characters back. It's going to be in a different decade. It's going to be a different set of people. The Upside Down's not going to be in it. And I was like, so what's the point? Isn't that the show? Like,
so yeah, I remember after season 1 where we were all like, man, just make it an anthology series.
Yeah, I remember you and I had a conversation about that. Yep.
Just make it an anthology. It should have been. Like, it would have been really cool. Like, look, I would have loved to have known what happened with 11 and whatever the fuck. Make it an anthology series and then have like 1 or 2 characters randomly pop up. You know what I mean? Like, make it 2 decades later and 11 shows up and you're like, what the fuck? Yeah. Like, that would be dope as hell.
And again, we just talked about this is the last thing I have to say really, but we talked about this that nobody gave a fuck. Yes. Everybody was done except for like Noah Schnapp. Like because he has nothing else outside of this.
He's got nothing coming. Like,
yeah, so like he's the only one that seemed like he was doing his best or whatever, and it's not good. But everyone else seemed like super fucking checked out in a way that was embarrassing a little bit for the show. Like, I get it. Finn Wolfhard has been very vocal about wanting to be a director. He's making music.
And he's just making better he's just in better projects. He's just doing better things.
He's actually got a career. And Sadie Sink is the same way, where Sadie Sink's like, I don't. Like, she is so
Tony?
clearly
did
just
she
like
win a Tony, or did she get nominated for a Tony?
Not something like that, but she's in Spider-Man. She's constantly doing stuff. Like, she's booked and busy.
And she's better than this show. Like,
she's better than the show. And I think she knows it. Like, anyway.
Yeah, to shout out like the few people that gave a shit and were still good, like Joe Keery, Sadie Sink. Yeah. Honestly, I was surprised David Harbour was not checked out. Like, I really thought he would be. I thought David Harbour was better than I thought he would be.
They do fucking nothing with him, but
they do nothing with him, but like he wasn't like as lazy as he could have been. But yeah, like my ultimate opinion is I felt nothing because the writing was so bad, and yet the show, like, I thought a lot about like criticism that like Steven Spielberg gets about like emotional manipulation and that kind of thing of like, but I feel like that is overly, I don't think that's right or true about his movies, because I think there is an emotional core at all at the core of all of, if not all of his movies. There is absolutely no emotional core to this show, this season specifically. And again, it grabs you by your collar and just screams in your face, feel something, feel something, feel something, feel, and I feel nothing.
The Vecna execution scene where they're like you fucked with the wrong family, and then it's cutting to everyone's trauma. You're just like, oh my God, this is so dumb.
I know.
I can't stand
Bad.
it. It's a bad show.
And
come at us in the comments over this. Like, fine, fuck it, we'll fight it out. Like,
here's why I feel so raw about it is that show is incredibly important between me and Megan. That was like when we first like started talking out, we met each other in high school, but we didn't date in high school. When we met each other again outside of high school, one of the first like conversations we had was like 2 weeks after Stranger Things launched, and we were both so into it. And like we spent like an hour or like 2 hours like just gushing about how much we loved it. And that was like the first like really like intense like, oh shit, you love that thing too conversation that we had. And so it like holds a really special place in my heart for that. And like in our relationship, it's like every time a new Stranger Things thing came out, we were super excited about it. They did like a what is it where they have like a shop that opens up for a certain amount of time?
Pop-ups.
Pop-up. They did a pop-up in Dallas of like a Stranger Things store, and it was like it's only going to be here for like 2 weekends, and so me and Megan like went and waited in like a 2-hour line and spent like stupid amount of money on crappy merch because we loved it so much, and then they just half-assed it or whatever the fuck they did, and it just like that's why I feel so raw about it, is that like I invested a lot into it, and I don't feel like that same investment was reciprocated because people felt like they had other things they'd rather be doing.
Completely, totally. Asking people to invest 10 years of their lives into characters, and then just kind of like, I don't know, none of them were arrested. The military doesn't care. It's like super dumb and annoying, and like we've talked about it enough. Anyway, this has been Stranger Things Corner.
Yeah.
Do we want to do recommendations, or do we just recommend all the things we just said we're excited about?
Let's recommend all the things we should be excited. Give me one. Give me one recommendation. I've got one. You give me one.
Okay. I've been playing catch up on 2025 movies that I happen to miss, some of the like lesser released stuff. And so I watched this movie called The Threesome with Ruby Cruz, who I really love and think she needs to be a bigger star, and Zoe Deutsch. And it is, if they made this movie 100 times, 99 of them would have been bad. And somehow this is the one that treats it really honestly and is still really fun and funny.
Hell yeah.
It's like not a joke. It's all really interesting and cool. It's like not a perfect movie, but I found myself really invested in it. I really liked it. It is on streaming on Netflix or rentable. There might be a Blu-ray. I don't know. I haven't sought that out yet. But that's a movie I really liked. You should check that one out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My recommendation is a movie that everybody has probably watched at this point, but I want to talk about it a little bit. Wake Up Dead Man. That movie came out on Netflix. They didn't fucking do showings at Alamo.
It's crazy because they did showings by me and I was able to see it.
Dude, I know. Like, look, I probably could have gone to the Cinemark or the AMC, but I'm never going to an AMC ever again. And I don't care. I don't love Cinemark, especially the one that's close by me. I don't love it. And so
it's super hit or miss what your experience is going to be.
Yes.
Like scarily so.
And I didn't want to jeopardize my experience with this movie.
Yes.
And so I watched it when it came out on Netflix in late December. I can't remember. I've seen it like 4 or 5 times since then.
It's incredible.
It is already in my most watched movies on Letterboxd, and it came out like 3 weeks ago.
I love that though. Like, fantastic.
I don't know why it has. I mean, okay, there's like there's a few reasons why. There's one scene almost in particular. You know what I'm talking about.
We all know it's the scene in the movie.
Yeah. I'm not a religious person. And this movie, like it is both sides of that argument in such a beautiful way, and has such respect for both. And that movie is incredible. Like, it's just absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
And also is a really fun, wild, whodunit, crazy twists and turns. Josh O'Connor is
he's the best sidekick.
I am so excited for his career. And he's already done so much great shit.
I was gonna say, dude, check out his last couple of years alone have just been phenomenal.
I'm so excited for his future because oh my god, he's so fucking.
He's in a Spielberg movie in 26. Like, oh my god, this dude's doing it. I'm so ready.
Yeah.
You should check out Challengers. He's genuinely,
dude. I know.
Incredible.
I can't believe I've missed that one. Still, I need to watch that one. And then he had another movie come out this year where he was, I can't remember what it's called.
The Mastermind.
The Mastermind. I really want to watch that too. That movie looks cool.
I haven't seen it yet. Yeah.
Anyways, that's my recommendation.
Yeah. Well, look, you guys got a ton of stuff to watch, a ton of stuff to put on your calendar specifically movie wise.
Yeah.
Goals to set, 2025 catch up to do. So you should go do those things or don't. I don't know. Live your life.
But don't watch Stranger Things.